What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel because the second channel is popping, aka the real Super Mario here, and we've got a pretty interesting news video for you today. All right, so I stretched my brain a little bit. I did my one-off comedy video. You can check it out if you wanted to. But we're back to the news grind. So we got some possible Generation 5 information coming out of the TGC space. It could hint at possible Generation 5 remakes or something like that in the future. We got some more information about Regulation H, the new regulation for Pokemon Competitive. We have some information about a big Square Enix game coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as our obligatory 4chan text dump, and more today on today's news episode. So, of course, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I'll shout you out at this portion of the video. So, PokeBeach.com has some new information about a TCG set that could hint at some future Generation 5 remakes. So, PokeBeach.com says Black Bolt and White Flare and Hot Air Arena are trademarks that were filed for the Pokemon TGC. More evidence of a later Legends ZA release. So, a lot of people believe that the TGC sets are kind of like the tea leaves that are going to let us know when Legends ZA is going to come out. Whenever they announce that Gen 6-ish, TGC set or TCG set, that's when Legends ZA is probably going to come out. Because, of course, we want that brand synergy. Now, with this release, this could indicate that, maybe they're going to do something before Legends ZA. And that something will definitely be Generation 5 remakes. Now, we got to remember, they just made the big studio with Ilka. So they have a whole different studio with Ilka that is working on Pokemon stuff. That could be the Gen 5 remake. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I don't think they would just skip Gen 5 and just leave them hanging and go straight to Gen 6. That just seems weird. You know what I'm saying? That they would do that, because a lot of people actually like Gen 5. Gen 5 is, not one of my favorite regions, but it's definitely more loved than Generation 7. So, it is what it is. But yeah, this could mean that maybe we're going to be getting potential Generation 5 remakes, and that they're going to be releasing this TGC set, TCG. Why do I keep saying TGC? I don't get it. TCG set. To synergize with that release. All right, some off Pokemon news. We have Stealth dropping some news on Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So I do know that there was a new trailer that dropped, but I had not had a chance to react to it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to react to it, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet. Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has a hero mode available from the start, along with normal difficulty. Double damage, no heart drops, some accessories won't work, and then Stealth says, thank God. So basically, hero mode is kind of like a new game plus. It's like a mode that makes the game harder. So if you're like a pro Zelda player, like, I'll say you've been playing Zelda games for a long time and you just like that experience, you can play it that way. So this does say a couple things. Maybe the game might be a little bit easier than we think it could be, because that's the only reason why I think they would drop this like at launch, like so you can just get it from the jump. So if the game is too easy, you can just play it on hero mode. Because personally, I like the idea of playing through the game on regular difficulty and then being able to like have that new game plus where you get to play through it again, but it's harder because it gives you incentive to play the game again. It gives you some replay value on the game. So I actually like it. I actually like that idea. All right, so more off Pokemon news. We have Blizzard. Now, we have a love-hate relationship around here with Blizzard because I am an Overwatch fan. So, we do talk about Blizzard stuff here. It looks like somebody have unearthed a leak saying that an unannounced Blizzard AAA RPG first-person shooter title is in the works from Blizzard. And this was leaked because of somebody's LinkedIn page. So they basically have it listed on LinkedIn, unannounced AAA first-person shooter RPG. Which, what is a first-person shooter RPG? What does that entail? That's an interesting combo. It's like, feels like Skyrim with guns. You know what I'm saying? Another hint that this could be something that's in the works is Jason Schreier also hinted that, oh, my next book, Play Nice, out in just a few weeks, has a little hint about this, that he posted this yesterday. So basically, there is a new RPG coming. So a lot of people believe that this is going to be like StarCraft Ghost, which is something that Blizzard was developing a long time ago, but canceled for like a myriad of different reasons. So a lot of people think that they're going to be digging up StarCraft Ghost, and that's going to be the new thing that they're going to push out, which is interesting because they haven't done anything with StarCraft in a long time. Like, so far, they've brought back Diablo. They've worked on some of the some new stuff for World of Warcraft. Of course, they're still doing Overwatch stuff. StarCraft is probably one of the main Blizzard franchises that they haven't really messed with in a long time, so I can definitely see them doing that. So, Season 22 for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has started, so it's under the competitive H, the Regulation H rule set. It ends on the 30th of September, so it ends at the end of the month. So, basically, what it is all of the legends are gone, so they're all banned. So, no legendary Pokemon. So you can't bust out, what I'm saying, Urshifu, what I'm saying, the Treasures of Ruin, all of those are gone. All right, they're illegal now. Now you got to use all regular Pokemon. So expect to see a lot of like Blood Moon Ursalunas, a lot of daggone Incineroar. You're gonna be seeing a lot of that now. So it is what it is. It should be fun though. I might mess around and throw my hat in the ring this time. I don't know if I'm going to record it because, I'll probably get dog walked because I ain't played competitive Pokemon in so long. But it's definitely fun, though. It definitely sounds like it's going to be fun. All right, so it looks like Yoshi P has done an interview talking about some interesting developments when it comes to Square Enix and the Switch, possibly the Switch 2. So, Yoshi P on bringing Final Fantasy XIV to Nintendo consoles. We're having conversations, making progress. Hopefully we'll have news soon. It's always a pleasure to talk to Naoki Yoshida, the Final Fantasy XIV director, who recently released the Dawn Trail expansion, was back in front of the Game Reactor microphones at this year's Gamescom, and as well as acknowledging the challenges of bringing the title to the Xbox Series last year, Final Fantasy XIV to PC on September 17th. He also let us know that Microsoft's consoles might not be the last to get the game. I'm sure that all the media and our players probably suspecting they really want to have our game released on Nintendo's consoles, but the concept that we have for Final Fantasy XIV is to release our game on as many devices as possible. So looking towards achieving that goal, we are working towards making progress. We're working towards, wait a minute, why is this worded this way?
A few moments later.
It says, so looking towards achieving that goal, period. And then it says, we are working towards, making progress. And like, why is it set up this way? I feel like this is grammatically wrong, bro. I feel like this grammar was made to set me up, bro. So, from the top, all right? So, looking towards achieving that goal,
I can't do it. We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
We are working towards that goal, making progress and having discussions. So I hope that everyone can look forward to news in the future to come. That's how it should be. All right. I feel like that was made to set me up. All right. I'm not dyslexic. I can read.
It's a lie. You're a liar.
So essentially what's happening here is it looks like they're looking to bring Final Fantasy 14 to the Switch, which I think is a pretty good idea. I mean, the Switch is like the home of so many RPGs lately. Like, I mean, the Switch is about to get Dragon Quest 11, I think. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Now, of course, this will probably be a shoe-in for the Switch 2. All right, like this will be like 3-point shot, perfect Switch 2 game. All right, because I mean, the Switch 2 are definitely gonna be looking to get major ports of big games, because one of the biggest things holding Nintendo back is the power of the Switch. The Switch is just not that powerful of a system. All right, we are running on decade-old chips. I don't know if they could take Final Fantasy 14, but it's definitely a shoe-in for the Switch 2. So, you know, things are getting interesting, man. All right, so we go on to the 4chan text dump of the video. So, everything I'm going to say is based on my understanding of mechanics explained to me by a friend. So, there's already a red flag. Like, oh, my friend told me, you know, my mama told me, my mama that work at Game Freak told me, my daddy that's a translator in Italy told me. Like, already a red flag, but here we go though. You start in the future, but can travel to regions of the city through various periods in time. Early years gives you wilds, typical grass, and some paradox forms from Scarlet and Violet, plus a lot of archaic looking Pokemon. Every region has multiple versions, past for more wild areas, modern for the story and city encounters, future for future paradox forms, and the city is more wild in the future, I think, kind of described as post-war energy. So, all right, so this is definitely interesting. I don't think Nintendo would really do this. I mean, well, Game Freak would really do this, because one, it would take a lot of work. All right, they would basically have to make all of these areas multiple times. So, you know, say there is 5 areas to the city. You would have to make all those 5 areas. You would have to make a past version. You would have to make a present version, and then you would have to make a future version. So basically, instead of just making 5 big areas, you have to make 15 big areas. I don't really think that's something that they want to do. I'm going to be honest, all right? You know, and if they did do something like this, I think it wouldn't be as detailed as it could be, because, I mean, having them make 15 areas is kind of crazy, all right? So some of the areas are going to be less detailed than others because they have so much to do. But it is a cool idea, though. It's definitely a cool idea to be able to go into different versions of the city through different time periods, you know, because that would definitely solve the whole wild Pokemon issue, because nobody really understands how you're going to be able to conventionally catch Pokemon in a city. All right, I mean, there are like city-like Pokemon like Meowth, Grimer, you know, various birds. But then there are other Pokemon like, you know, rock-type Pokemon like freaking Onix. You know, how are you going to catch an Onix in the city? Like, is this man just chilling under a bridge? Like, is he chilling on the outskirts? What about fire Pokemon? Like, you know, I doubt that you would want fire Pokemon in a city. Like, that doesn't sound safe at all. You know, starters are not the Kalos starters. They are available in the past portion of the game and evolve using stones received in the future, where the stones are discovered. Wait, so these are just regular evolution stones. They're not mega stones. So, I mean, I guess, are they like regional versions? Because I don't understand why you would like have to evolve like regular starters with a stone, like, unless it's a different version of that final evolution. Like, you know, there are a lot more megas than expected, but he just rambled a lot of names. Dragonite was one that he kept talking about. He also mentioned Jinx, Flygon, which I assume due to the data mine. So I'm not 100% sure what data mine he's talking about, because I don't remember there being a data mine that mentions Flygon or Jinx, unless this was like, maybe like Pokemon Unite. Because the only thing we really get from data mines nowadays is like Pokemon Unite and like Pokemon Go stuff. So, I mean, I haven't heard anything about them in any of those games, so I'm not sure what he means by that. Now, there was that one picture from like the DLC, like from the Blueberry Academy DLC, where it's possible that, that I think Flygon was in that picture. So it's possible that could be one of the new megas. But I think everybody thinks that Mega Flygon is a thing. So it is what it is. He wouldn't really share much more. I asked him about the starters, and he wouldn't tell me. He just not Kalos. He mentioned Zygarde a few times. I am assuming you find it early in the game. Maybe it's a Koraidon situation, like ride Pokemon. He didn't say. I'm just guessing. It will be billed as a Switch 2 game with a Switch 1 version similar to Breath of the Wild, released on Wii U, but meant for the Switch 2. So far, this seems pretty convincing. I mean, it's possible, but of course, like he said he got it from a friend, and a lot of this stuff is stuff that we've already talked about before, like the fact that this game is probably going to be a cross-generation release. The fact that Dragonite and Flygon will probably get megas. So this one wasn't exactly like the coolest one. All right, but I do have some more in the works though. I found a couple Generation 10 ones. We might do those next time. But that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real. And I got some more off-topic videos for y'all too. So if y'all like that one I did yesterday, I got a couple more weird videos for you.